name's Jen, and I love camping, canoeing, hiking, all kinds of outdoor adventures. I've been doing it my whole life. I invite you to join me. Subscribe to my channel, follow along, see what fun we're going to have next, because you know what? There are so many adventures still to come. I think Shoxy remembers Silent Lake. He's pretty excited. Good morning from the hot tent. We are up at Silent Lake Provincial Park again. We came up last night a little bit after the office closed, so we kind of raced to set up before it got dark. And then last night was definitely the coldest we've ever hot tented. It was minus 28 last night. So I didn't film much because we just got the fire going and got warm, got set up, and listened to a hockey game, and then spent the night just trying to keep warm, which we were very successful. We've got a huge melt all around the stove. And now the sun is coming up and through the trees, and we're about to have breakfast. And we're trying something different this time. We did pre-made egg McMuffins at home, wrapped in tin foil, so all we have to do is just warm them up. They're smelling really good. I'm going to unwrap one, because it's an experiment. We don't really know how long they take. Ooh, that's a good sign. Now, they're still a little cold in the center, so I'm going to give them a little bit more time here. But they smell amazing. Yeah, so that's where we're at. For anyone else who comes up to Silent Lake and arrives after the gate closes, essentially you just pick a site, and in the morning when the gate office opens, you go and you register and you pay and you get set up for multiple nights or whatever you're doing. But it's not like they shut the gate down, you can't get in or anything like that. So, and I did call in advance and let them know we were on our way. Yeah, that's where we're at this morning. Looking forward to my egg McMuffin. Really cool ice sculpture and the snow melting. It's like all these little icy hands reaching for the stove. Oh yeah, these are done. Nice. None for you, bud. Oh, that's good.
Oh, I got snow up here, buddy.
been a bit of a test of a morning for us. We got up and we had our breakfast and we were cozy warm all night. Tried to get the truck started to go pay for our site and pick up more firewood, and of course the truck won't start. So we thought we'd waited a couple hours, see if it warmed up. Still no. So thankfully the maintenance guy here at the park has one of those like energy inverter things, and it started right up with that. So we drove around for a bit just to charge the battery and check things out, get some firewood, pay for our site. Now it's time to explore and enjoy. That little piece of metal you see there is the edge of our fire bin. Got some shoveling ahead. Okay, so here's what's going on. Our fire pit is frozen solid almost to the top. So we're gonna have to get a good fire going to melt it down just so we can use it. Let alone we still have quite a bit of digging to do. Now last night we had neighbors in the campsite behind me, and they just moved out and they left a whole bunch of huge bed of coals and smoldering logs, which is not safe. You shouldn't do that. But we're going to use it to our advantage, and we're going to use our metal shovels and shovel up some of those coals and half burnt logs and still burning logs, bring them over here and start melting down our fire pit. So, because we want to be able to cook our meals on the fire pit. So that's the mission. That's what we're up to. All right, bushwhacking time. It started burning on my shovel. I was like, flameage. I was like, oh my gosh. That is a heavy piece of wood. Whew. It's so hot. It's like doing one of those egg spoon races, but the egg is on fire. Okay. I gotta take a break and then I'll do some more. So we're slowly chiseling away and to free the grill so we can cook. Got a fantastic idea for lunch today, but we definitely need this. We need this grill free. I mean, we could do it without it, but it'd be easier with it, that's for sure. Work in progress. So we added a couple of fresh pieces of wood, and that big pile of coals just fired right up. You can see we've dug down so much, probably almost 2 feet, to just expose the top of the fire barrel. So I'm working on a spot for our chairs. I'll spin around here. So this is the area I've got kind of sorted for our chairs. Got to get a little bigger still, I think. It's almost there! Yeah, I did it! Hubby to the rescue. Maybe only ding the axe a little bit. Ta-da! Perfect. Well, I had a really fun idea for lunch today. Trying again on my theme this winter of trying new things over the fire. We're going to make poutine. So I've got big steak cut French fries that we're going to cook on the griddle with the tinfoil tented over top on the fire. I have some Saint-Hubert poutine sauce that we're going to make up in the pot. And couldn't get cheese curds, but we have some nice white old cheddar we'll grate up to put on top. So I'm excited. This is going to be yummy. Oh, here we go. Oh yeah, there we go. Now it's thickening up. Perfect. Ooh, French fries. Got the pan balanced on a log because I didn't want to put it in the snow, but it's very teeter-tottery. One French fry down. Get back in there. Ah, no, not the snow too. Okay, gravy time. Oh, this is all coming together. Oh, look at that wonderfulness.
Cheese first.
Oh, let's put some cheese on first. Hubby's hollering at me. Cheese first! Okay.
Do it the French way.
Look at that. Oh, that is wonderful. Look at that. Fantastic. Okay, first time doing poutine over the fire. Oh, this is a calorie meal right here. Oh my gosh, this is so good. Okay, we're gonna eat up, then we might go for a little hike. But this is, oh, win-win. I love how crispy, smoky the fries are. no one needs to use those picnic tables. That's a lot of snow. It is a little after 5 o'clock and we've decided to make dinner. We're not actually hungry yet, but our dinner tonight is such that we can cook it and assemble it and then set it aside and just heat it up later to eat. And what we're doing for the very first time is an actual layered shepherd's pie over the fire. So my first step is I'm going to brown some ground meat in my largest pot. Then at the same time, but starting a little later, I'm going to get my mixed vegetables boiling in my smaller pot to cook them up. When my meat's basically done and my veggies are cooked, which won't take long, I'm going to strain the veggie water into an Nalgene bottle to measure so I have enough hot water to make the gravy that's going to go in the bottom layer, as well as the mashed potatoes. I know that kind of sounds complicated, but it will work. And then I'll have my browned meat with the gravy in the bottom, my layer of vegetables. I have roasted garlic, dehydrated mashed potatoes for the top layer. We're going to get it all assembled, like I said. I'll put the lid on it, and when we're ready to eat dinner in a couple of hours, we'll just heat it up over the fire. So, slightly revised plan. Hubby and I have been talking about it, and because the ground meat was still frozen, we put some water in the pot with it just to help speed it along cooking without it sticking. And I think what we're going to do now is save ourselves a step, and when the meat is completely browned, we're just going to add the gravy mix right into the pot, give it a stir, thicken it up, and then set it aside. Then we'll scoop all the veggies out of the other pot and layer them right on top, and then make the mashed potatoes with that veggie water that's heated up, and then layer that right on top. Boom, 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 it'll be all set, and kind of removing a couple finicky steps we thought we were going to have to do. So it's coming along very quickly, even though I almost put the fire out trying to pour water in the pot. Right. I thought. Adding my brown gravy mix. Okay, we've kind of reached critical mass here. A whole bunch of steps have to happen. I'm going to take that off. Just set it there. Bring my veggies nice and close. Ooh. Smoke 'em up. Okay, it finally got dark. Had to get the lantern out. Our water's back up to a boil here for our potatoes. Oh no! Why? Ow! Ugh. I hate these plier thingies. Okay. There we go. Unnecessarily difficult. Now, since the instructions for the potatoes say to let them sit for a couple minutes before eating to set, and I'm just going to put them in my casserole shepherd's pie here, I'm going to pour them in while they're still kind of liquidy, and then let them sit in here basically to do their thing. Make sure they're all mixed. Sorry, I know that's an annoying noise, but I want to get all of the potatoes. Like I said, we're not really ready to eat, so I'm just going to leave it down here where it'll keep warm. Just occasionally spinning it a little bit till we're ready to go. It has started to snow quite a bit. We're melting some snow for dishes. It's very dark. Maybe let me turn my headlight on, maybe. Then you'll see what I'm talking about. Oh, there it is. Dinner pot is still in the fire grill. We just keep rotating it every 10 minutes or so. It's only like 6:30. We're not really that hungry yet. Maybe another half an hour or so we'll eat. But right now it's just staying warm, getting thick, getting flavorful. I'm looking forward to this dinner. I hope you can see me, or at least hear me. We've moved inside. It's time to get the stove going. Tonight I'm going to use a zip fire starter, some birch bark, and some twigs. And I'm probably going to put an eco log on, to be honest. Simply because efficiency more than anything. We want to get this fire going really quick, and we're going to heat up dinner and eat it. So I don't want to be messing around with my ferro rod and birch bark. That's good sometimes, but we're not in the mood today. The fire's going pretty good now. I'm going to put our shepherd's pie dinner on to warm up. It's still actually kind of warm from being close to the fire outside, so it should only take maybe 10 minutes or so, and then we can eat. Alright, dinner is heated up. It's going to be awkward to try to film, but I'll do my best. Oh, look at that wonderfulness. Nice layered shepherd's pie. There's going to be multiple servings, clearly. Oh, this looks so good. It smells amazing. Okay. Leave it here, and hopefully it'll stay kind of warm. Now I'm going to eat. So look at all the melt around our stove from last night. It's crazy. So this part here was all water this morning, but then like a little drainage break happened here and it all drained. And because the tent is like the ground is on a slope that way, the water thankfully is all draining away. But you can see where we put the tinfoil under the stove, there's still like 3 inches of snow and ice. It's doing its job. It's just all the way around is melted down really crazy. I think this is really dark. Sorry, but I'm enjoying my meal and it's really wonderful. And I think tonight we're just going to chill. It's about 9 o'clock. We've got the fire going in the hot tent. We're going to relax and listen to a podcast, I think. And yeah, just kind of settle in. I'll let you know if anything fun happens, but otherwise, have a good night. So we're working on making our breakfast. We've got pre-made breakfast burritos with eggs, bacon, sauteed vegetables, salsa. Should be fantastic. Got a lot of gear packed up already. Got the chairs in. The floor is glare ice, basically, even underneath the mat. Had to roll the mat back a bit because I was just sliding towards the stove on it. So it's a little slower, the extra level of difficulty with packing today. Wrapping my breakfast burrito. Oh, smells delicious. So good. These pre-made breakfasts have been such a help this weekend, like just really sped up our routine in the mornings. They're so good. We're going to get our breakfast into us, finish up our coffees, and then really it's just going to be packing down equipment and cots and chairs and getting the truck loaded, and then hopefully take the big guy here for a little bit of an adventure. Yeah, it's been a very relaxing morning. Are you sad that we're packing up? You gotta move though. We gotta fold up the tent. Hey, buddy. You gotta move. I think this guy slept too much last night. He's super frisky. What? So we're all packed up and we are on our way home. We're just making our way around the loop of the park, watching kids play in this crazy Quincy slip and slide they just made in the snow, which they could do because it's crazy mild today. It's plus 5 degrees Celsius, which is insane because when we got here Saturday night, it went down to minus 28. So that is a huge swing in temperatures. The nice warm weather made it nice to pack up though. It was easy. Now the poles stuck together. Everything went away nicely. Yeah, now we're just heading out. Kind of sad to go. This guy would like to stay longer. He loves bounding in the deep snow. Thanks again for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it, and check out Silent Lake if you get the chance. It's a beautiful park.
I forgot the casserole dishes.
We don't need a casserole dish.
You need a casserole dish, bro. This has to be proper.
Okay, we're filming now.
Me and Shoxy bloopers. Me and Shoxy bloopers.
I am going to put that in at the end. I'm going to start a whole new section with food.